question: is there an internet in the United States? By learning business knowledge, we can strengthen our business and shine our eyes to see the world more clearly. How do we open our eyes of wisdom? Let's practice. For example, let me ask you a question. Is there an internet mindset in the United States? To answer this seemingly simple question, we need to use a lot of weapons in the business arsenal, such as the river of flow, in issue 6, the knife of multiplier, in issue 7, and the scale of price and volume, in issue 8. The scale of price and quantity, in issue 8, information symmetry, in issue 11, marginal cost, in issue 13, opportunity cost, in issue 23, and opportunity cost, in issue 28. Issue 28, demographic dependency ratio, and issue 53, omni-channel marketing. Allow me to take my time. The most important shopping holiday in the United States is called Black Friday. When the doors open in the early morning, look at these people, they don't know how to queue at all, back in China many years ago. What about China? China does not have Black Friday, but China has the Double 11. The day after the Double 11, a courier sorting station was full of parcels. 2016 Double 11, the volume of parcels exceeded 1 billion pieces a day. Explanation: why is that? Is China's internet more advanced than the United States? Not advanced, but different. This difference is reflected in 4 aspects. First, logistics. I said in the 53rd, omni-channel marketing. All sales, ultimately, is the flow of information, capital flow, logistics of thousands of combinations. From the analysis of the nature of the channel, you will find that the logistics costs in the United States and China are very different. The United States is a vast and sparsely populated, expensive labor, driving a car, after sending a household to the next household, to drive another half an hour. How about China? Riding a small electric donkey, to a community, a building several pieces, a community is estimated to send finished. Dense housing and cheap labor lead to the last mile of logistics in China, very cheap. The original group of cheap labor in the factory, now run to the road. Can this state last? I guess it is difficult. I talked about the population dependency ratio. In the 28th, China's labor force is decreasing from generation to generation, wages increase year after year. 90 and 00, most of them are not willing to do express. Even if they are willing, the price will be higher and higher. Today you buy a 100 yuan of things, 6 yuan to home. If one day, to 60 yuan to home, you will still buy online? Residential density, labor prices, bring the last mile logistics prices are different, so that the United States and China's e-commerce huge differences. Second, real estate. Since about 97, the cost of real estate in China has been rising, so today all offline retail, a large piece of revenue, have paid real estate tax. When I spoke about opportunity costs in issue 23, I said that real estate is an opportunity cost for all industries. To make money offline, the revenue must be greater than the rent. In the 6th issue of River of Flow, I said that rent is the cost of offline retail traffic. E-commerce does not have this part of the cost, so the formation of a huge traffic cost gap. The internet impact on offline retail, the momentum is breaking. And the United States? Real estate is not so crazy, so the cost difference is not obvious. This is another difference between the internet in China and the United States. Can this state last? Not necessarily. Offline retail cannot be profitable, have closed, rents are bound to fall, and a new balance will be formed. Third, the population. A German internet company. On its home page, it is clearly written, "Our mission is to become the world's largest internet platform, except for the United States and China." The mission is the farthest future a company can think of, and it can think of the farthest, and not to compare with the United States and China. Why? Because the Internet is a demographic game. As I said in issue 13, Marginal Costs. The very important role of the Internet is to reduce marginal costs to zero, so the more populous the country, the more obvious the Internet effect. I talked about the logic of price and quantity scale in issue 8. Because of the large population, Chinese companies can use the way that Japanese and German companies and even American companies cannot understand, and pull the weight of the price and quantity scale to the quantity extreme. Population size is also an important difference between the United States and China Internet. Fourth, efficiency. Since China's reform and opening up, the retail industry has not developed for a long time. There is no giant like Walmart. A large number of retail enterprises are still relying on information asymmetry to make money, and the Internet has come. As I said in the 11th issue of Information Symmetry, taking out information asymmetry is the underlying logic of the Internet's impact on business. That's why Chinese retailers are facing a huge impact. What about the United States? The U.S. retail industry is already very mature and efficient. Walmart, Costco are running at very low gross profit. Macy's 40% of the goods are self-operated. In contrast, China to sell the industry is too inefficient. Therefore, the Internet picked up the knife of multiplier in the 7th issue and cut down one knife at a time. Summary: open your eyes. Does the United States have Internet thinking? If you can pick up the river of flow, the knife of multiplier, the scale of price and quantity, information symmetry, marginal cost, opportunity cost, population dependency ratio, omni-channel marketing, in the business arsenal, to analyze and see clearly the logistics, real estate, population, efficiency in the United States and China. Logistics, real estate, population, efficiency. For aspects of the difference, there will be an answer. In the world of business, there are countless laws that work at the same time. You only learn one, you will feel invincible. The more laws you learn, the clearer the world will be in your eyes, and the more you will be able to say, "It depends on the situation," and respond to all changes. Think like a virgin, act like a rabbit.